Hello, good morning. Welcome to Ekate's Crossing, or good afternoon, whatever time it is for you, and could be evening as well. Anyway, so what I want to talk about is spreads. Okay, so what you're going to find on maybe your journey of divination, of reading cards, etc., astrology, runes, I Ching, you're going to come across books that are going to give you a lot of information about different aspects of divination in some way. For example, here you have this DK book by Julia and Derek Parker, Predicting Your Future. Now it's got I Ching, tarot, and runes as well. Can reveal intriguing new insights into your life. Okay, so it's going to give you 3 different types of divination practices. Now, the tarot deck they have here is called the Spanish Tarot, which I get a lot of my books like this from secondhand bookshops. Okay, secondhand bookshops, specifically bookshops, or secondhand stores, things like that. Okay, so this one here came just the book. So I ended up buying a Spanish tarot. Now, I did have some runes, but they disappeared. So I have got some rune cards. I do need to get some more runes again. I do have some I Ching cards as well. I don't have the coins themselves. I did have, again, disappeared. So this is a great little book for exploring tarot. Okay, so using the Spanish tarot, but you could use it with any sort of tarot de Marseille styled deck. Okay, so it gives you an introduction, and here you're going into tarot about using the cards, etc. And it does sort of dive into a couple of spreads. I think these are really, really good spreads. This is the pyramid spread, and then you've got your yes and no card, and then you've got your astrological or horoscope, zodiac spread, whatever you like to call it. Now, there's many aspects of these spreads. So I just thought that was really interesting. I have shared some of these on my YouTube channel, so don't forget to sort of dive into them. So you are going to find these books that are absolutely great, but we're talking about spreads when we're talking about these books today. So as you can see, there are a variety of spreads. So let's dive into this pyramid spread to start with. Okay, so with the pyramid spread, you're going to need the 21 cards. Okay, so at the bottom, you're going to lay out in 2 sections, 1 to 4 and then 5 to 8, as you can see here. So you got your 1 to 4 and then 5 to 8. Next row, 9 to 11 and 12 to 14. Then you've got your 15 and 16, 17 and 18, 19, 20 and 21. Okay, so at the bottom here is your present. So you start with the past and you move on to the present, right? Here has got your immediate future and your next turn of events. Here is distant future. Okay, here it says here, let me read this tiny bit here. It says, turn the cards over sideways, not top to bottom. Otherwise, upright cards will become inverted and vice versa. Okay, so, and then these cards here, let's see if it tells you a little bit more. Okay, so I think that's 19, 20 and 21 will be the outcome. So distant future and going towards the outcome. So interesting, that spread indeed. for you to dive into. Okay, the next one we have is a yes and no spread. Okay, this one's a yes and no is a simple spread that can be used when you need a little help in arriving at a day-to-day decision. Deal the tarot cards face down as below. Turn the cards over. Make sure you turn them you turn them horizontal, not vertical. Okay. Once they're all laid out, the result is based on a point system. If a card is the right way up, it receives 1 point. If a card is inverted, if it's upside down, if it's reversed, no points are awarded. Card number 3 is the key card, and it's the correct way up. It receives 2 points. The majority of the cards are the right way up. The answer is yes. If the majority of the cards are inverted, the answer is no. Count the points. If the total's an even number, the cards are undecided. Okay, interesting. Okay, now we've got the zodiac spread. The relationship between astrology and tarot can be strong. Astrological symbols appear in some tarot decks, and many tarot cards have associations with the planets and the signs of the zodiac. The zodiac spread is suitable for occasional use, perhaps for an assessment of the present situation, or when you wish to learn more about yourself and your reactions and motivations. The placing of the cards derives from the circle of the horoscope. Place 12 cards in a circle starting from the 9 o'clock position. Number 1 is in the diagram. And continue to place the cards anti-clockwise. Carefully interpret each card in relation to the house of the horoscope. Okay, so I think you just need to, you need to things like 1, yourself, motivate. So it's the self card. 2 is the material. 3 is communication. 4 is mother, home is the home. 5 is love and affairs. 6 is health. I mean, there's more to it, but I'm just sort of doing the basics. 7 is human relationships. 8 is finance. 9 is education. 10 is ambition or career. It does talk about fatherhood as well. 11 is friends or social life, should I say. And number 12 is your spiritual values. I mean, there'll be other spreads that will have other zodiac type spreads, or you might know a little bit more information about the astrological houses. But that's definitely a great spread to try. Okay, so let's have a look. The next book I've got here is an encyclopedia of prediction, fate, fortune, and foretelling the future. Okay, this book here has a lot of information about astrology. Here we go. So it's got dreams, symbols and versions, A and Z dream symbology. So it's all about your dream and their meanings. Next is about tarot, as destiny and divination. So we've got tarot, I Ching, runes, and numerology. Next we've got astrology, orbits of divination. So you've got the signs of the zodiacs, the horoscope, and the Chinese system as well. Then personal systems, you've got palmistry, phrenology, or physiognomy, graphology. Then you've got the Great Seer, and then the index. So you've got a lot of information. So if you go to the tarot section here, which is 72. So don't worry about the dream stuff. A lot of dreamy stuff. I'm just trying to get into the tarot section here. Okay, so we're going into the tarot, right? So it explains all about tarot and all about the past and, the connections with the different tarot decks and things like that. Got quite a lot of information. Use of tarot. Ritual and tarot. How does it work? Now it's got symbolism. So it's got quite a lot of information about reading tarot cards, the path and patterns of major arcana, reverse spread. So you can see these books are quite good if you're learning tarot. You sort of want to just jumpstart your learning. And then you've got talking about the card meanings. Let's just go through here. I just want to see if there's any spreads in this. So then you've got your talking about the minor arcana. Okay, so then it talks about doing a reading, which is quite good, which is what you want here. Okay, so we've got the Celtic cross in this book here. So it doesn't give you, gives you a little bit. It's got a horseshoe spread again. We've seen those before in some of our other books. Oops, horseshoe spread here. And then we've got an alternative layout, which I think is really, so it's when it comes to choices or different things that are happening. They're great for relationship type readings. And then you're moving on to, so with tarot, you can see these books are really good. So let's have a look at this alternative layout. What are the, let's have a look. The alternative layout is in this format. Each group of cards represents an area of choice and indicates possible consequences. The upper cards, 1, 3, and 5, okay, deal with the probable or orthodox choice, or with the implications of maintaining the status quo. The lower 3 cards, 4, 2, and 6, explore the consequences of change. These are the alternate choices. The centre card, which is number 7, can represent either the outcome or the problem, depending on the nature of the decision and the way the cards fall. So interesting for the alternative layout. Okay, so we looked at the horseshoe spread. So with the horseshoe spread illustrated in this format, each card position represents a particular concern as follows. 1 is the past, 2 the present, 3 the future, 4 the best course to follow, 5 is other people and their influence and attitude, 6 is obstacles, and 7 is outcome. And of course you've got your Celtic cross, which is your normal, which has got your 1's your present situation, 2 obstacles, 3 past influences, 4 past events, 5 is future influence, 6 is future events, 7 is self, how you view yourself, 8 is how others view you or affect you, 9 is your hopes and fears, and 10 is your outcome. So there you go. So these books are great for some really sort of simple information in regards to reading tarot. So, and here's another encyclopedia. Now, these are just example of 3 books that these are 3 books that I've got in my collection, and I think they're quite, now this one here, this is the encyclopedia, the ultimate encyclopedia of fortune telling, and this one has Western astrology, Chinese astrology, the I Ching, tarot cards, or tarot, then assorted cards like playing, it's got playing cards, palmistry, the crystal ball, numerology, and reading tea leaves as well. So this is another book that's going to give you a lot of information with the different types. So let's have a look here. So let's go into the cards. This is different types of divination. Sort of explores it. But we're looking at tarot, aren't we? So let's have a look at the tarot section. Oops, there's the, see again we've got that horoscope spread as well. So here we've got all about the tarot cards. So the spread that they include with this one is just the horoscope spread and the Celtic cross. And then it talks about the actual major arcana, the cards, and the minor arcana as well, before moving on to other cartomancy. For going into playing cards. Right, so yeah, there's not a lot in that, but like I said, it's just a jump start. Just a very sort of jumpstart book in regards to spreads and things like that. So interesting. So if you find a book like this, I think they're great for sort of really sort of basic, really sort of simple information, some spreads to try, exploration of using other types of cards or divination tools or something like that. I think they're great. Okay, so there you are. Multi divination type books can have some great information if you're sort of just starting out with tarot. Keep it really simple, and these books can do that. Remember, these are great resource books when you're looking at meanings, spreads, things like that. Okay, so that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded.